Higgsfield just released Kling 3.0, and it lets you do something most AI video tools still can't. You can build a scene once, then generate multiple shots with the same character, camera motion, and audio all inside a single model. Kling 3.0 is able to do that by putting everything into one unified video model. Text, images, references, multi-shot scenes, and even native audio are all handled together instead of stitched together afterward. So in this video, I'm going to walk through Kling 3.0 inside Higgsfield from start to finish. We'll generate a cinematic sequence, keep the character consistent as the camera moves, and add dialogue directly in the model. Alright, so I'm on Higgsfield.ai. Let's hop on over to the video tab here. The first thing I always check is the model. Up here, make sure this is set to Kling 3.0. If you're on an older version, a lot of what I'm about to show just won't be there. Now, while on this video, we'll be using Kling 3.0, it's also worth mentioning that Higgsfield will be releasing Seedance 2.0 really soon. It'll have tons of advanced features like one-click video recreation, unified multi-input control, and more. You can take a look at some of the example videos that's generated with this model at their website. And you can enter your email here to get notified as soon as it's released. We also have an upcoming video on this model too, so be on the lookout for that. Alright, let's get back to the video. Okay, cool. I'm gonna start a new video. There are a couple different ways to generate stuff here. You can give it a starting frame, or you can use prompts only. But for this video, I'll give it a starting frame. I found this is the most reliable way to keep a character looking the same once you start adding cuts and motion. So let me drop in a reference image real quick. This can be anything, something you generated earlier, a character you already use, whatever. Once it's uploaded, Kling basically treats this as the identity for the whole video. Now I'll add a simple prompt describing the scene. I'll just paste in the prompt I made earlier. I made the prompt to make it be cinematic. I also prompted to be in a cyberpunk-esque city, smooth camera movement, and such. Nothing too crazy, I don't want to over-prompt. I'll set the duration to around 10 seconds for now. Kling 3.0 also supports up to 15 seconds in one continuous generation, which is actually a big deal for AI video. But if you notice here, if you do want it to be more than 10 seconds, it'll say slow, so you might have to wait a little more than usual. Anyway, everything is good to go, so I'll just hit generate. Okay, while this is generating, this is a good time to talk about why this workflow matters. Most AI video models generate each clip in isolation. Every shot is basically a reset, so the model isn't really aware of what came before it. It's just guessing again. Kling 3.0 is different because it's trained to manage scene continuity, not just frames. That's why characters don't randomly change faces mid-shot, and why text and environmental details don't melt as soon as the camera moves. Oh, and okay, generation's done. Let's watch. Great. Really good. Looking at this clip, the first thing I'm checking is identity stability. Take a look. The face stays consistent. The lighting changes feel intentional. The camera motion doesn't break the character. This is already usable footage, which is kind of the bar we should be holding AI video to now. But let's push it further. Now let's turn this into a multi-shot sequence. Instead of generating each shot manually, Kling 3.0 can handle multiple shots in one run. I'll switch to multi-shot mode and define the flow. Shot 1, close-up, emotional tension. Shot 2, medium shot, camera pulls back slightly. Shot 3, wider shot, rain and environment more visible. I'm not manually animating cameras here. Kling handles shot composition and transitions internally. This is where the cinematic sequence part I talked about earlier actually starts to make sense. I'll keep the total duration under 15 seconds and generate again. Alright, cool, it's done. Let's see. Really good, right? Notice how earlier when the camera switched from shot to shot, everything stayed consistent, from our main guy here, and the background as well. An example I can point out is that take a look at the background. Notice these 3 neon signs? On each of the shot, the signs stayed consistent. Really great. While watching this video, I'm sure all of you noticed the audio, right? That's because this is one of the biggest upgrades in Kling 3.0. Instead of generating video and then adding audio later, when the video gets generated, you'll get integrated audio already built in. You can even generate dialogue directly inside the model. So let's try that out. Let's go back to the prompt section. I'll make the guy say a short line of dialogue, something simple. I'll make him say, "Now this is something." You can also adjust the language, tone, and pacing via prompting as well if you'd like. Alright, looks good. Let's try. Okay, let's listen to this.
Now this is something.
Really great again. The voice matches the character. Lip movement lines up. It doesn't feel dubbed on afterward. This is especially useful for short form content, ads, or social storytelling where you need speed and consistency more than perfect acting. Another thing worth pointing out is text rendering. If you're generating signage, subtitles, or UI elements inside a video, Kling 3.0 handles text way better than older models. So why don't we try it out? Going back to the prompt, let's modify it. Let's say in the background there'll be a sign that says hello. Okay, generate. In the generated video, look, text stays readable. Letters don't collapse into nonsense halfway through the shot. That's a small thing, but if you're making ads or product demos, it matters a lot. Okay, now that we've explored its feature, let's create something useful, like an ad for example. I'm going to build a short promo for a perfume called Rise. Okay, so this is what I've set up. I got the perfume bottle as the starting frame, and I structured this as a 3-shot sequence inside multi-shot mode. First shot, dramatic close-up of the bottle on a dark surface with soft directional lighting and floating mist to create atmosphere. Second shot, medium frame as our character picks up the bottle, subtle slow motion movement, keeping the face, lighting, and environment consistent. Third shot, wider cinematic angle with light breaking through in the background as the character walks forward. And I added a short voiceover directly in the prompt. Rise. Own the moment. Let's generate it. Cool. Once again, let's watch.
Rise. Own the moment.
And this is where it shines. The bottle design doesn't change between shots, the character stays recognizable as the camera moves, the lighting feels intentional instead of resetting, and the voice feels native rather than dubbed on afterward. Instead of stitching together separate clips and hoping continuity holds, you're generating a cohesive, brand-ready perfume promo that could realistically run as a social ad straight out of the model. Quick reality check. Kling 3.0 is not meant to replace full cinematic pipelines or long-form films. That's not the goal. Where it really shines is short cinematic sequences, creator content, ads and promos, story-driven clips with consistent characters, basically anywhere you want something that looks intentional, not glitchy. The biggest thing that stands out with Kling 3.0 is that it doesn't feel like a collection of AI tricks. It feels like a system. You define the scene, the character, the motion, and the audio once, and the model actually respects those decisions across the whole generation. That's the difference between something that's fun to play with and something you'd actually use. If you want to try this yourself, you can check out Higgsfield Kling 3.0 using the link below. They're offering Kling 3.0 Unlimited with up to 52% off on premium plans, and they also give you free credits so you can experiment before committing. If you found this useful, drop a like, subscribe if you want more breakdowns like this, and I'll see you in the next one.